Yo, what's good guys, Romaro from Fruits You from the Nintendo Network, and I just want to say the support on the previous video is actually going crazy because that's my first video back in a while and it's almost outperformed my video on Movie 2, which was expected to get much more views than this one. So I really appreciate it. And by the way, if you want to continue keeping it on RELL SEAS, I suggest dropping a sub for your boy because I'm going to be milking the shit out of this game. So as expected, this is another video about RELL SEAS, but this time we're not just talking about RELL SEAS, we're talking about a few other games on the platform. Because believe it or not, no matter the state of RELL SEAS or how the game releases, it's going to affect every single other anime game on Roblox. That just goes to show how big RELL SEAS effect is. But to be more specific on what this video is about, I'm going to be talking about how some of the biggest games on Roblox right now are going to end up getting killed by RELL SEAS, with a lot of them being One Piece Roblox games. And I'm not going to waste any time, I'm going to jump straight into it with the first one being Grand Piece Online. So now I'm sure a lot of you know what GPO is. It was the biggest One Piece Roblox game on the Roblox platform for a long ass time. And somehow it was the one with the highest quality, which is kind of baffling, isn't it? It's kind of insane that we let this game be the highest quality Roblox game for a while. But now a big part of the reason why I think this game is going to die when RELL SEAS drops is because for a very long time now this game has had a falling player base, with it dropping after it going free to play, which is kind of unheard of. This game used to be a paid game. I think it was what, 250 Robux, and it was throwing out decent numbers. It was averaging what, 10k players a day or 15k. Now the game has dropped to like 7k players, which is insane, after it going free to play. And on top of that, the game has only been declining. It's not like it's been going up higher. It's not like it averages more than what it usually would. It's just been dropping constantly. And I think even the head developer of the game for you knows that this game is going to die when RELL SEAS drops, because ever since RELL SEAS has been getting closer to launch, the head devs have been updating the game much more. They've been wanting to push out content. I think like even yesterday there was a video that came out about Free Source style. But yeah, compared to how this game was releasing updates before RELL SEAS got closer, compared to how it is now, is insanely different. Because when I was playing the game, when I used to play the game, like during update 3, update 4, the game was releasing updates at an incredibly slow rate. I'm talking half a year, maybe longer than that. Like the wait time between update 3 and update 4 was insane. If you were to compare it between one of the updates now, it's not even comparable. And now the second reason why I think GPO is going to get killed by RELL SEAS is because GPO is just worse in every other way possible. The combat is incredibly boring. The progression is terrible. The VFX, they're alright, but they're nothing compared to RELL SEAS. Like if you compare the way you progress through that game to RELL SEAS, it is literally just go from island to island and punch bandits. I feel like GPO was like the big stepping stone for Roblox, where it went from being about games that were actually fun to just being about games with good graphics and bandit beating. Other than tower defense games have taken over Roblox by an insane amount. I don't know why. They're boring as shit. But yeah, GPO definitely did start that trend of linear bandit beating and terrible progression. And I feel like RELL SEAS is everything that GPO couldn't be, plus more. So you can definitely see why I think this game is going to get killed. Okay, so now moving on to the next one, moving on to the next game. I feel like this one is a very big debate within the community of Roblox, in the community of just One Piece games on Roblox, because this game is very big, and of course I'm talking about Blox Fruits. Blox Fruits is possibly the biggest anime game on Roblox, possibly one of the biggest games on Roblox. It definitely is one of the biggest games, but possibly the biggest game on Roblox, with it averaging a few 100k players a day, which is insane because the game is terrible. The game is genuinely terrible. It is literally just auto-clicking. Most people don't even play the game with auto-click. But this game is also another bandit beater, of course. It's probably the lowest quality but highest performing one. But somehow the game continuously gets a higher player base. And this is because the player base is just kids. That's literally it. The game is just kids. Also, on top of that, I think the game is heavily botted. Because if you scroll through the players, if you scroll through the server list, you will see a bunch of profiles that just look the same. It will just be a basic bacon hair character or a basic female character. And these can't just be real players because no way, there's just no way. Okay, so this is me coming back whilst I'm editing, so I'm sorry if the consistency of the video seems broken up a bit. But I just want to quickly check the amount of players this game gets, the amount of visits it has, and I want to see the server list. So yep, as you can see here, here's the game. Here's the about. So active players right now is 351k, which is insane. This is an insane amount of players, and 42.2 billion visits. That's wild. That's genuinely wild for how low quality this game is. But now, if we go down to the server list, yep, as I said earlier, it is just a bunch of basic characters. Like, look at it, it's just constant bacon heads. Like, these can't be real players. These actually just can't be real players. I refuse to believe it is. Like, these genuinely have to be bots. But yeah, that's my point. So now, do I think RELL SEAS is gonna kill Blox Fruits? And honestly, I'm gonna have to say no. I don't think it will. I think the game is way too big. It's established a very loyal player base, and I can't see the players switching off the game because they're all too young and they're all too arrogant. Because if you go on that game, the majority of the player base is literally just children. They're all 8-year-olds, like genuinely. Because the game is so simple. It's a super simple game. You walk around from island to island. You press your screen, you click your mouse, you might press a key every now and then. And that's just the game. That literally is just it. And now you also need to remember, Roblox is a platform that is made for kids. Roblox are slowly trying to change that though. They're trying to make it so that it appeals to more audiences, older, with a 17+ stuff. But at the moment, it is more primarily made for kids. And Blox Fruits, I feel like they've found a demographic. They've catered the game towards the demographic perfectly. And I don't see another game doing it better than them right now. But don't get it twisted, in no way am I saying that Blox Fruits is a better game than RELL SEAS. Blox Fruit is shit. It is genuinely a terrible game. It might be the worst game on Roblox. This game is genuinely terrible. Okay, so now before I do end the video, I do want to quickly talk over one more game. And this game isn't even out yet. But this game is going to rival RELL SEAS heavily, and that's Holy War X. And the reason why I say this is because these are both games of two very similar levels of quality. I would even go as far to say that Holy War X is slightly better quality than RELL SEAS. You may have seen in movie 2 that a lot of the features from Holy War X have been taken and put into RELL SEAS with the grabs. That's straight out of Holy War X. The fishing mechanic looks very similar to the one from Holy War X. It used to look much different before, but now the UI is basically the same as Holy War X's. But do I think Holy War X is gonna get killed by RELL SEAS? Definitely not. But do I think Holy War X is going to do better than RELL SEAS? Definitely not once again. I feel like because the game isn't One Piece and because it's 7 Deadly Sins, the market is much smaller. And of course, this only means that the player base is also going to be smaller than RELL SEAS because the market is much bigger for RELL SEAS. But at the end of the day, they're both amazing games. They both look insanely good, and I genuinely can't wait to play both of them. But yeah, that was the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a nice short, briefer one. I'm actually back to making content now. I'm not going to disappear after 2 videos like last time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, then drop a sub. Let me know in the comments what you think about what I said in this video. If you disagree with anything, let me know. And yeah, leave a like as well. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one in a bit.